Yeah, so I got a really, really bad haircut. We're recording, and I got a really, really bad haircut, and I've been wearing hats ever since. And I went to my sister's wedding, and I had to show it. I didn't think I'd have to show it. I thought I could just wear hats until...
It was long enough?
Yeah.
What was it? Like, what was the race of the barber?
Hispanic.
Really?
Yeah.
And I know you can't tell us apart, but like what, like you think he was Puerto Rican, Dominican?
Can I just say right now I'm finding out it wasn't you that cut my hair? It's really embarrassing, but I was astonished when you walked in. And I went, oh my God, Carlos didn't cut my hair.
I know. Could have been me, but.
Yeah, but no,
whatever.
She was, I don't know what she was.
Oh, it was a girl?
It was right over there, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a haircut from like a woman since like I was a kid.
Same.
Why?
Because I don't like women.
I don't like women. Yeah.
No, I just don't know. I don't know. I've had a barber since like I was like, I don't know, 15 or something.
You've had did you still go to him?
No. I've had 3 barbers in my lifetime.
Gotcha.
So many girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah. You have
You
really?
No. I haven't found one. Well, I guess I found one guy, but I've had haircuts from probably 30 people in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Because I can't find anyone that does it good. It's hard in New York. A lot of barbers
Yes,
are
in
not,
New York it's tougher.
Yeah.
I've
a lot of
noticed
barbers
that.
are not good here.
No.
Yeah.
There's one that I have a dude that I go to in Queens that he's like my New York guy now, but
Yeah.
it's taken him a while to like. I'm like he cuts too short. I'm like, dude, I barely have hair left. Like, just cut, like, just leave a little, bro. Like, it's just, and he'll be like, bro, I just think if you cut this, then like it'll grow. No, like it's just.
I told the lady what I wanted, and I literally showed her a picture of my head, and she just kept cutting, and I was like, bro.
I legitimately think they get distracted sometimes,
Yeah.
and they're just like, it's just like the minutia of like if you have like a 9 to 5 and you're replying to emails and nothing matters, it's just the same thing. It's just like and it's like, oh, it's too short.
They're
We'll get him next time.
They're in their head thinking about like their children.
Oh yeah, they're not thinking about
They're not
your
thinking
haircut.
about your haircut.
They're like, if I get this,
That would be crazy to have like a truly like present barber.
Yeah.
I would honestly think that was weird.
That's true. Yeah.
If they were like really in it. No, you're zoning out. You're thinking it's like when you do laundry.
Yeah, it's just like an action. Like you're not actually.
Yeah.
I do it on podcasts sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the last one, I remember I was just like, there was a point where you and Lucas were talking, and I was like,
I gotta do laundry. Like you're just
Thinking about doing laundry.
thinking about your haircut. Oh my god, it's just is this really bad? Are they talking about my hair the whole time? They're just talking about something completely different. Oh fuck, dude.
no, yeah. I also think life imitates art, or right, what is the
You
word?
think so? I'm kidding.
Well, no, what's that saying? Because one time my barber was talking about, what's that actor's name? Steve Buscemi. I remember in North Dakota, I had a barber. We were talking about movies, and then she brought up Steve Buscemi, and I was like, let's not talk about him while you're cutting my hair.
You told him?
Well, it's like if you're talking about Steve Buscemi while you're cutting my hair, I'm gonna look like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, you're manifesting
You know what I mean?
it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like let's
putting
just,
it out in the universe.
Yeah, I'm like, I love Fight Club. Anyone in that movie? Let's just talk about that whole movie.
Yeah. Troy. I like Troy. Troy's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of I just saw it. I got it now.
Yeah, you get a glimpse of it.
I got a glimpse.
That's how it goes. I'm just gonna blur my face
Damn.
like Gangland. I'm gonna blur my face, and my voice goes very deep. It's
It's really not that bad, but it is crazy how like just a shorter like I can't imagine you with short hair. I feel like
Yeah.
that's your essence is having just like a little bit of a poof and then the rest.
He also has a
Totally.
great hairline.
Yeah, you do. That's great.
Yeah.
I might get a buzz cut soon.
Oh yeah, you can
Really?
Switch it up.
do it, but it'll look
Let's
good because
see.
you don't. If you got a buzz cut and it was like hairline was like me and John are working with. I think it's a different story.
Getting a buzz
Well,
cut,
you guys-
checking yourself out in the mirror, going,
It's
I
funny.
gotta go to a mental hospital. That's what I would do.
I feel like young guy, you're more insecure than other people. Like I don't see you as having a bad hairline, either of you. Looks like you.
well, this is kind of like make.
It's like you think about it more than other people.
Oh,
you know?
100%.
Like
yeah.
when you walked in
yeah.
the room, I wasn't like, "Here's
Damn,
Carlos's
what's
entire head."
There's his forehead.
Oh
yeah.
boy,
I do think that. I'm like,
you
I'm
do
like,
right?
Yeah, like I'm like, fuck, bro, because I know that I had more before,
Yes, exactly.
and that's what I know.
Exactly,
That's
'cause
the
I don't
guy
know.
This
Yeah.
guy, don't know him, and I don't like him. But you know what I mean? So the guy I knew was
Looking
like,
in
whoa,
your-
look at all this hair.
Look
And
at
I'm
yourself in the mirror, your
Yeah.
hairline. Who are you?
I
don't know who
I don't know you
I'm
anymore.
I'm mad more than anything. And it's also my choices or whatever, or my genetics, but I'm like,
It's not your choices
fuck
at all.
you.
It's definitely genetics.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But it's not. That's the thing, because I didn't know you before. I was like, you
Yeah.
have a great hairline. John, you have a bad haircut, but your hairline's fine.
My hairline's not.
I mean,
fine.
can you take the hat off for a second? So
Just for a second.
Everyone should see. We're talking about your haircut so much.
Well,
they
that
have
is
to be able
true.
to see the
And all of
haircut.
us, we came out. It's like we don't have a hat on. So
Yeah,
like,
come on,
we're naked with it.
We're
basically.
flying. Exactly.
It's like you're at an orgy and you're wearing boxers, buddy.
This is like
You know?
Yeah, it is almost.
It's kinda like,
it's almost more embarrassing than
Yeah.
you.
Jamie's like a ripped
on.
guy at the pool telling a fat guy to take off his shirt. That's
all
literally
right,
what
stop
this is.
talking about me
You're
so
like,
much. We're talking
not
about
you. Well, Jamie's like, come on, bro, it's fine. It's
not a
like,
big
yeah,
deal.
bro.
No, you don't get it.
Yeah,
No,
wait,
it's
What
just,
do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna turn off the podcast because of your hair.
oh my
Yes,
god. Yeah.
I'll never support
Yeah.
it again. That
Oh,
was
God,
fucking.
unfollow, block.
Yeah.
Just let
In
me
in the analytics, it's like this is where everyone clicked off
Yes.
the podcast.
90% of
most
people.
replayed.
Yeah.
Boom. John's haircut. Boom. Immediately did.
It would be, but
Yeah.
dude, come on, can we see it?
Please.
Let's just see it.
Hold on, let me get it right.
Oh.
Well, now you have hat head. Yeah, it looks bad.
Whoa.
Wow,
Honestly-
I
Wait,
really, wow, I
hold
really
on,
wish
though.
you didn't take that off.
Honestly, man, I forgot how bad it looked. I apologize.
You know
for
what
that.
it is? It's the shape of your. It's
My head is big.
yeah, and I didn't
Yeah.
know that before.
What if I took off my hat and there was a big vein just pumping blood through my head?
It's but
And I didn't know that before, but we've crossed the Rubicon
We
on that
have.
one.
And
Now
you-
we are
I
aware.
just have little
yeah,
dreads.
it's like I took my shirt off in the pool. Basically, that's the path we can. It's just.
yeah,
but
and
it's
then
not,
everyone went, ew, he has tits. That's what
Once
just
you
happened
took
now.
off, yeah.
Come on, man, be more
Ooh.
comfortable. And then they're like, that looks like a woman's breast.
Where did you get this here, or that was in?
Literally a block away. I fucking hate
Convenience-
that. Well, I
convenience
usually go
sometimes
there.
is not, like,
yeah.
you gotta
For
go-
haircuts,
Then
you
when
gotta
can
go out of your
anything be
way.
convenient in life? If I can't even have a convenient barbershop where my head just totally doesn't get fucked
Okay,
up.
and this was a woman that did this to you.
Yes.
That seemed. That's,
to you?
Yeah.
You sounded like a cop, bro.
Bro, she knew. She knew she was doing it to me, not helping me. As she was cutting, she was.
takes
Whoa.
a selfie. I don't like just like whatever happened here. Yeah, just call the police right now. This
No,
is
she was literally like, as she was cutting it afterwards, she could tell I was mad. And she was like, do you want gel in your hair? I was like, no, I'm just going to go home and shower. And then she went, I'm going to put gel in your hair just for me. And I was like, you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know you fucked up.
like
my
she was
dad.
trying to fix it. You can't fix a bad haircut
Trying to
with
fix
gel.
it.
Nope. They do try.
They
though.
try, though.
Yeah, that's a constant thing.
Yeah, but
Ooh.
then when they try, the only way to actually do anything is to cut more hair. And that was just a mistake because she just kept going
Yeah,
and
and if
going.
you cut more hair, it's
She was
just
like,
gonna
I
look-
know how to fix it. Let's just get rid of more of the only thing that's
Did she
good.
show you at one point before it got to that point though?
Did she what?
Did she show you at one point? Like, were you looking in the mirror
Yeah,
while this was
dude,
happening?
she was showing it to
'Cause
me,
you
and
kind of
it
know
was
when
a
it's too
length.
much.
It was a length that I was like, okay, but then she just kept going and going
Right,
and going,
right.
and I was
Okay,
like,
that's the thing.
what is happening?
You didn't say anything though.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have. I told her in the beginning what
No,
I
no, 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 no.
wanted.
You do have to.
You have to say.
Well,
have
now
to.
I will,
They
but
don't-
I'm never going back
That's
to her.
the first time you went with her.
Yes,
That's partially.
but I
your fault,
usually
I'm
go
gonna
there,
tell you
and
that.
another woman cuts my hair, and she does a really good job. She's like a bigger, fatter Italian, or
Oh,
not Italian,
that's
Hispanic woman. Yeah.
That's better. I feel like the fatter the barber, the better they are.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, I don't
Genuinely,
really
I do
know
think
how
so.
I.
Also,
I-
one time I got my haircut in the East Village. It was a skinny guy, not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
I swear to God, he had a 1997 laptop. I know because he told me that he was
Was it like a
streaming
Dell?
Armenian fights on.
oh, that's a good
And
hair.
he-
You're gonna get a good haircut,
Dude, it was one of the best I've ever gotten.
Yes.
One of the best I've ever gotten. And I swear to God, as he's cutting my hair, he's going, whoa, oh, he's reacting to
You
the
think
fight.
you think you're bleeding from
Yeah,
the ear?
bro.
It's just a
I
guy.
was like, what's happening? And he was literally looking at
Lord,
the
look,
screen
you
while
don't see
cutting.
the guy?
He
Oh, it
was
was a video.
so elite, dude.
Oh, I thought you said it
man.
was.
He
like,
didn't even have to look at my hair. He was watching the fight because he like measures it and then he watches the fight as he cuts.
Wow.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Wow.
It was one of the best haircuts I've ever gotten. I went back and I was like, could I have that guy from last time? And
It's like that guy hasn't been here in 9 years.
Yeah.
What?
That guy.
no one Armenian is allowed in the
What?
shop.
It's like, what the fuck
That
was
guy lost
that?
all of his money betting on fights.
I went back
Yeah,
and they
for
were like, you can't request a guy. They would just give you who we give you. I was like,
Whoa.
what kind of barbershop is that?
All right. That's
Wow.
they didn't
Stupid.
like you, I think. It's just
that
like,
has to be
you
it.
can't pick. You gotta give you who
Yeah,
they give
exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but dude, it was so crazy. Literally, go, oh, Like as he's cutting your hair.
That is the worst thing you want to hear while someone's like,
not what you want to hear at all.
Yeah,
Because if they cut one cut too short, the rest of your hair has to be that
to
length.
match that. And also, but I don't think it should. They think it has to be that way. I'm okay with one strand being shorter than
You
the
think
rest.
so?
Of it.
Okay, okay.
If it's one little strand, no one can tell. You can fix. You can.
You think
move
you
it
can?
around.
You can. Okay.
I think so, but I feel like barbers, they teach them in school. They're like,
Yeah.
if you're whatever you cut the lowest, that's where you kind of cut the rest at,
Yeah.
and then that's what happens right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
You
she's like,
went-
"Oh, now I got to shorten this." Because I said I like it a little bit longer on top because I like spike it.
You said
know?
I like it a little longer.
on top, and she didn't
She
keep
didn't
any.
hear you. She didn't hear you.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that? I did my job. I'm paid.
I think in the middle of the haircut, you look and you're like, hold on.
Whoa.
Can you leave this one? You do what the guy did. Whoa. But for
Counting
you.
out, counting out like 500 hairs. Can you keep this one, this
This
one,
one.
this one?
And then that one,
yeah.
you can leave it longer. Yeah.
Yeah,
what
I mean, I
happens,
don't
bro.
know. It's like, do your fucking job, lady.
Whoa.
I hope you listen to this stupid podcast.
Probably
Oh wait, no,
is. She's
you're
probably a
stupid.
fan.
I hope you listen to this good
She's
podcast.
a fan of yours.
Yeah.
She was just nervous the whole time. Oh my god, this is John Kennedy's hair. He's one of the funniest
Oh my
comics
God.
at the stand.
Oh my
He's
god.
on Wits Comedy.
Yeah, I know.
He killed it frantic last week.
His
What the
15-minute
fuck?
special has 70 views on Wits Comedy, collaborating with The Stand.
Oh fuck.
Her
Dude.
palms are sweating. The like scissors are slipping. She can't even hold them.
Yeah.
She's texting all her friends. He's on my chair.
Dude, it's gotta be such a funny moment as a barber in your life when you cut one too short and you go, okay, you really have to. It's almost like you're lying. You're like a criminal being questioned by the cops.
talking about-
Yeah.
Where you just deny,
okay.
and you just have to be like, so it looks good, right? And you have to be so confident in that moment.
Yeah,
in
because
your head,
even
you're
if
like,
you know you
this
fucked up
looks
as a barber.
Exactly.
You
No,
gotta
you
be like-
can't go.
And then they
I'm
got
so
the mirrors.
sorry.
They got the mirrors. Wait, look, but like, look from this angle.
That's what she did. That's what she did.
What about someone from behind
gets, like, super
and
low.
down?
And angles it a little bit, just like
No,
from
that's
this angle. No, look this way.
A short person behind you's gonna think you
They're
look
gonna
great.
fucking what? Yeah.
That's literally what she did. She didn't ask me. She didn't ask me if I liked it. She said it looks good.
Exactly.
And I went-
Hilarious.
I went-
Hilarious.
I just knew. She knew that I knew, but she also knew that I would say nothing.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a comic being like, dude, I just killed.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
and then it's like, there was no pop. I didn't really. It was
I
kind of
didn't
mid.
hear
Actually.
anything. Yeah,
Didn't
I
hear a
was
pop ever.
in the next room. The walls are paper thin.
It was like
Yeah.
I heard kind of someone groaned actually.
Bro, they were great.
They
They were
seemed vaguely
great.
upset that you were
Yeah.
up there.
I just want
Yeah.
honesty in jobs.
Honesty
and people
in
that
jobs.
you know, if I'm paying for something and you're not honest with me, I feel like I hate you.
buddy, I think that's way. I think in every job, everybody's lying all the time.
I was gonna say I don't think you could ever get that. In almost
Even
any
in the
know.
highest job, look at the president or like a guy,
Yeah.
the garbage guy. He'll be like, "Yeah, I picked it up," and he never picked it up.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're lying through work, through the workforce. The
less-
workforce is a lie.
Right.
The less you get, the more you get paid, the more you have to lie. It's kind of like
Of
they
course.
compensate you for lying more.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Right?
Actually, which in that aspect, barbers pretty good because they're lying pretty well. If you think about it, they should get barbers deserve more because they're
They're
lying way
underpaid
more.
relative to
If
how
you-
much they lie.
Exactly.
I
The
mean,
more- if-
don't you need like a license to be a barber? Like you have
Yeah,
to
you
go
need-
through
of
school,
course.
or can you just like figure it out on your own and just do it?
I mean, I feel like you have to practice to then get a fucking license. So there's for sure dudes that are like getting bad haircuts because there's people that are practicing on them.
Exactly.
And maybe
Right.
that was the
Well,
situation.
dude, there's a barber college in New York you can go. It's like a $5 haircut because they're practicing on you.
Really?
Yeah. My buddy goes every time he gets a haircut.
what does that guy do? What's his life?
Well,
That's-
he has like this one short. It's hard to get it wrong kind of thing.
Okay, so it's just
It's like kind of
vroom.
like a yeah.
Oh, that's
He's in.
fine.
He's in the military.
That's fair.
yeah. But
Yeah, if it's a buzz cut, you
Yeah.
can't really
He's in the
fuck a buzz cut. Yeah, that's what it is.
honestly, you could do that yourself.
I have to go fight.
Yeah,
in
that
the
one just
war.
saved the $5.
Yeah.
But I guess.
yeah.
Support a fucking
I don't know. They're in school.
woman's
man.
dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I heard there's like some states you need a license and some states you don't.
Really?
Because I was in Illinois and I was asking the guy, I was like, "How does it work? Do you need a license?" And he was like, "You don't."
Nah, you gotta have a dream, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All you need is a dream,
He
dude.
was like, he went to some different state. Maybe it was like Indiana or something to practice. It was a different state, and then he got good enough that he got like a license in Illinois. But he was like, you can't do it without a license in like certain states that are more regulated.
Really?
And then like in like less regulated states, you can just You could literally just start. I could start my own barbershop right
now with no
Wow.
experience.
Yeah.
Just make it look cool.
The only experience is
Canva,
I
make a
can
nice
lie.
logo.
Yeah, yeah.
That is kind of what it is.
It sort of is. The more we talk about it, the more I'm like, wow, that's kind of what you get compensated for. In that sense, you should really not pay her based on how good the haircut was. How convincing was her?
Was she
It's
that-
good.
Yeah, like when you got out of there, you
Yeah.
immediately knew it was bad, or you were like, actually, is this good?
Yeah. Did you?
No.
Really?
I was in the chair getting it cut, going, "This is going to be bad." I was
No.
even
So
before
you
I
knew
even
like
saw
15
it.
minutes
I
before
knew.
she was done. Type
When
thing.
she turned me away from the mirror and started cutting, I went, "Oh, that's a lot of hair. This is going to be
It's on
really,
the ground,
really
just
bad."
covered in hair.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal 15 minutes. I mean,
Yeah,
where
that's
else do you have
so-
15 minutes of just
You know it's
they're
bad.
upset and then you did something wrong?
I
The
know.
electric chair, like that. That's the only other similar. You're in a chair, you know it's gonna be bad. There's 15 minutes without its demise coming, bro. And there's just a dude lying to you, like everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking- that's the
electric.
Fuck,
The guy's
dude.
like, "It actually doesn't even hurt that bad."
Oh fuck, dude. What do you think is the job you gotta lie the most at? Obviously, barber, lawyer.
Real
sure.
estate. Real
what
estate.
I've seen in my
real
life-
estate. Real estate. Real estate.
Real estate.
estate's a
Because you have to
Yeah.
lie
New
in
York
so
real
many
estate
aspects
specifically.
of it.
Dude,
That is actually a great point.
dude, I don't. Doctors lie so much.
What,
They
that's
lie
true. Like in what
so
aspect?
much. I think like they.
I've never been.
I
so.
think the whole job is not get sued, right? Don't get a malpractice suit.
Okay.
So they go, this is what's wrong, and we can fix it. Like all the time when they have no fucking clue.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, just
He's like, doctors lie all the time.
mean, if
One
barbers
told
are-
me your dick is unusable.
and take it out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Wait.
One doctor said it's disgusting
it.
and I should put it away.
One doctor
what
lied to
a
me. He was
liar.
like, it
Yeah.
looks like a spoon.
They're just fucking filthy liars.
Oh my god.
I think that's when you
Have you
gotta lie a
considered
lot.
removing it? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Your dick is like a zit.
you should get a vagina and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just like.
Can I pop it?
Oh shit.
I think that's a big one, dude. Just being like, okay, so this could be like, because if you look on WebMD, anything could be 30 diagnoses. So I think every doctor just goes, all right, there's like a 3% chance I'm right here,
Right.
But I'm gonna act like I couldn't be wrong.
Okay.
There's like no chance I'm wrong. So they go in and they're like, oh yeah, it's just this.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to like my mom. Like they misdiagnosed her cancer. They're like, it's just like a fast growing like skin condition. You'll be totally fine. A year later, it's like, oh yeah, you've got like melanoma. You could die in like 6 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This was like 10 years ago. She's in remission.
Oh good. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna get even.
But it
sadder.
was a
Yeah,
melanoma.
yeah.
She was.
I was like, oh.
That'd be a crazy ending. And she's
I gotta
dead.
go, guys.
And then she died.
I'm like, oh.
Our
God.
doctor's such liars, she died.
on a
Isn't that
comedy
crazy?
on a
This is
comedy
wild.
podcast.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and it just happened. It was like 2 days ago.
Oh my god. It just
So-
wraps up and leaves.
Yeah.
I got a spa, guys. I got.
No, they really will lie. That happened to my uncle too. Like got a misdiagnosis, but I don't know if because it could be multiple things every time for a doctor.
No, that's
how
true.
it works.
Is it a lie if you were wrong? Like if you said what you believed to be the truth, but it wasn't that?
That's a good point.
That's
'Cause
a
in
really
your-
good.
Because I don't
in
think
your head
doctors
you're
are
like, oh,
Yeah.
I genuinely, as a doctor,
Yeah, you
with my
thought-
experience, it looks like it could be this.
Yes, exactly.
And then if you fuck up, it's like, well, it looked like it could be that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that was just what I thought. That is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it. Yes, doctors and lawyers, they get paid well, they don't get paid the most, but they're like, it takes like 8 years to become that.
Yep.
You're
The
just
most
learning
money.
how to lie.
how to lie correctly.
How to lie properly.
Yeah.
Like how to lie the most
Yeah.
accurately.
Yeah,
I guess,
exactly.
If you think about it.
Cops too. Cops are good.
Oh,
at that,
yeah.
Oh no, you know what I think job lies the most?
Which one?
What?
Pedophiles.
It's not a
Yeah.
job, man. I mean, you can't be
No.
employed as a pedophile.
That's a career.
not?
If you think, yeah.
It's a career.
And you can think about it. If you they probably think about it as a career. They're getting ready. They're waking up. They're going on the computer. They're chatting with a.
Do
with
you
a-
think some pedophiles are like, ugh, I have to like get it? It's like, do you think pedophiles get the Mondays?
Yeah. Oh
Oh.
boy.
You can literally be paid to be a pedophile. If you like work at like a community center, gymnastics for kids, like you can get paid for it.
Technically, yeah. That's how they should really be doing. If like this is just some advice to pedophiles, as we always do in this podcast.
Yeah. It's
if
like
you're gonna be a
an intro
pedophile,
song.
at least get paid while doing it.
Yeah. If you're gonna
get
do
a job.
if you're gonna do one of the hardest and least rewarding jobs, you might as well get paid while
Look,
you
they
do
say
it.
turn your passion into your career.
Exactly,
Yeah.
So
buddy.
this is just another way of
Stop
doing
being
it.
creepy in your fucking basement and become a fucking preschool teacher. Like,
And by the way, in our online course, we teach you every step
single step of the
from
way
going to loving being a pedophile to making money doing it.
to becoming a kid's barber. Yeah. No license required. That's fucking nuts. Oy, oy, oy.
I think I have to go right now. I'm pretty certain.
Okay, yeah, Jamie
Yeah.
has to leave because he has to go do something.
Great to see you. Yeah, I gotta go.
Um,
Great
There we
to
go.
see
Bro,
you.
great seeing
Sorry.
you. For sure, dude. I'll see
Jamie.
you
There you
later.
go. Good to see you.
Any last words, Jamie?
Nope. That was everything I
What
wanted
if
to
you're
say.
like nice haircut? Yeah.
This
There's
is,
reasons.
By the way, this is Carlos Hernandez.
This is John Henry.
He's a. Let me hype it up quick. I gotta talk about you.
Okay, go.
Okay, he's
whatever.
a comic
where I
in New
put my
York.
glasses,
He's
okay.
from Miami.
Yeah,
You're Cuban.
I am.
He has a deep voice.
Yep, they can tell.
Uh,
Yeah, you don't gotta. That's okay. You don't gotta. Don't worry. Don't. There's not much. That's it. We're friends.
no.
Oh, we work together sometimes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's what it is.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Carlos, thank you for joining me on the situation.
The worst
on the
intro
couch.
ever,
Yeah.
dude.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Well,
What's up?
Not much. You want to go see a movie after this? Yeah.
We're gonna go watch Sinners. Oh, do you want to go watch Sinners, Jamie, or is your spot early at the cellar? What time's your spot at the cellar? When do you get out of that other mic? You leave at 6? That mic ends at 6? Bro, we can make it work.
Wait, you want to go to the movie at 6?
Yeah. Is that crazy?
We'll text you.
Is that crazy?
I don't know. I mean, you got here at 4:30.
What time is it?
I think it's like 5:15.
It's 5:15.
It's 5:30.
How long is this podcast?
It's 5:20.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta do like, I guess like 30 more minutes.
Are you gonna just keep opening?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to
When
get.
this happens?
I'm trying to get comfortable.
What the fuck? We're just gonna sit like this next to each other, just
Yeah.
footsies.
Do you
Love
want
it.
to?
Oh, but did I have to take my shoes off?
No, who cares? You want to have a feet fight?
We can
Did you
try
ever have
that.
Did you have siblings growing up?
Of course, I had a daughter. I have a sister. That's
How old?
crazy.
A younger sister?
Younger. She's your age, actually. Yeah, she's 26.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you think I'm 26?
How old are you?
25?
Oh, I gotta go.
Oh no.
I took my glasses off to be serious.
Do you have a sister?
I
Is
do.
that all you have?
No, I mean I have like I don't know, a yearn for life. I have a lot of things. in my I have a one full sister and 2 half sisters. One
really?
the legs, the other top. The
Parents-
other has the top.
Your parents divorced?
No.
Oh.
My parents are still together, but they're half sisters from my dad's first marriage.
Gosh.
They're older than me. Like
so
38.
their parents are divorced.
Well, yeah, one of them is my dad. Yeah. You're like, I was right. Yeah. Yeah, 2 half sisters, they live in Mexico.
Okay.
Because my parents moved from Cuba to Mexico, and then that's where I was born. They were born there.
Wait, so
All
you're
of my dad's
Mexican?
kids, I was born in Mexico. Yeah. My parents are Cuban though.
Whoa. Wait,
Yeah.
where were you born in Mexico?
Mexico City.
Whoa.
If I said anything, you would have said.
Tijuana?
Nah, it's far.
That's where my friend Santiago back in 8th grade, he was from Tijuana.
Really?
Yeah, and he said it was the worst city in the entire world.
I would probably agree with Tijuana's like where
Super
people cross the
dangerous.
border.
Yeah.
Like that's like
Yeah.
the point where you cross the border.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be fun in there.
Yeah, he said
no
like his
one's-
sister got like kidnapped one time, and
His sister got kidnapped.
yeah, they returned her, but
Oh, they did.
yeah,
They returned there.
I guess.
That's pretty rare. I feel like
I haven't talked to him in a while.
maybe they took her again. Yeah, maybe they kidnapped him this time.
Yeah, maybe that's why I haven't talked to him in a while.
Did you ever get like? Were you ever afraid to get kidnapped growing up? Like,
Of course.
you were?
Well, sometimes. You know when I was most afraid was after watching What to Do, those videos about what to do if someone tries to kidnap you. It's like if a car pulls up.
Like the ones that they play in school and shit.
Yeah, that's when I was afraid. I was never afraid
Yeah.
other than that. Because I was like, God, what if someone did try to kidnap me?
I never, like, I remember not, I was like, this is never going to happen to me. Like, I genuinely, as like an 8-year-old, I was like, this would never in a million years happen. Even if it could.
Yeah.
Like a chubby fucking white Mexican Cuban kid, I'm a prize in Mexico City, dude.
Really?
Yeah, no, what are you kidding me? In Mexico City, there's, they're like, browner. And, they don't look like this, baby, when you're so racist for no reason. No, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I just was not really that afraid of it. But I know people that are like, bro.
Like, deathly afraid of being kidnapped.
Like, that's like a thing. But I just don't think it's.
I'm more scared if I had kids that they would be kidnapped than I would be as a kid being kidnapped.
Fair. Yeah. Like, if I had a kid, you're like, oh my God, everybody wants to take my kid. That's such an egotistical thing, though, right? Like, you're like, whoa, they won my kid. It's like, relax.
Yeah.
You
guys are trying to fuck my kid.
Like,
I get it.
Okay, buddy.
And I can
your
totally
kid's
see why.
Ugly, all right?
I totally get it. But you're not
going to get my kid. I know he's the hottest kid you've ever seen. I made it. Not going to get him.
Yeah, you can't touch him. It's all right.
Sorry.
You can look.
But you can't grab. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you guys can go home and jerk off to my kid if you want, but you're not touching him.
You're not getting a little bit of it at all, dude. Come here, Timmy.
I'm like so cocky
So,
about
dude,
it.
That is weird to me how like parents are so like into their kids. Not like that, but like when they're like, isn't he like, look how cute.
That's what Aloe.
Hello?
What do you always say about parents that love their kid too much? What do you always say about like moms who are basically like attracted to their sons? Maybe that's all it was.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, she said that they want to fuck their sons.
I mean, yeah, but I just think it's weird like how, I don't know, it's normal obviously because that's just society, but just being like, oh, isn't he cute? Oh my God, he's so cute. Like, you're flirting with a kid. Like, when like, it's just like, it's like
right.
when everybody goes to the house and there's like, oh my God, look at you. Like, when that happens, it's just like, it's a weird vibe. Like, for a kid doesn't like that. Right? When you were a kid, and they're like, oh my God, look at you. Like, you feel awkward.
Yeah,
I'm
like, all right, prove it.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you? Okay, go. What are you gonna do?
Take off your top. As a kid, as a little
It's
kid.
your fucking like grandma's friends.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, prove it. Yeah, pull them.
Let's
go.
see.
Grab it. Go.
Yeah.
Just,
Go ahead.
There you go.
Oh, I'm so cute,
Oh,
right?
so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at these cheeks. Oh, yeah. Go try it. Yeah.
Go
Open them
ahead.
up. Open your cheek. Yeah. Fucking that'd be crazy. A 9-year-old just fucking be like, all right, what's up?
A 9-year-old with
So
game.
what's up then? Uh-huh.
Dude, a 9-year-old with game would be so sick.
Yes.
All right, what's good then?
What up? So what's popping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, nah, I didn't got my. Nah, I don't have my homework. I don't got my homework. Nah.
Yeah.
And I got something in my locker though. Yeah.
Miss Barkley, I don't got that shit.
There was definitely kids that I went to school with that kind of were like that though. Not at 9, but like 12, 13.
You ever have the teacher that wants to fuck the student? You ever go to school in like a high school?
Did you ever go to school in like a high school?
Where they wanted to. There were a few teachers that I was
wanted
like,
to fuck you
well,
guys?
there was this one football player,
Uh-huh.
and there was this female teacher, and every time she talked to him, it looked like she was just like fully like,
Aroused. Really?
yeah, dude.
I don't remember like that, but I remember like us being like, yo, she's hot. Like a teacher just being like we knew she was hot. And she knew that we knew she was hot, but I don't remember her like flirting back, I guess. Even though that's for sure a thing. Like just fucking.
You also went to school in Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where everybody's. All the kids are hot.
Yeah. All the teachers have fake asses.
Oh
and
yeah.
BBLs
Oh yeah.
and-
That is a thing, for sure.
Yeah. It's Miami.
I know.
I know how Miami works.
Oh, good.
I've only been there a few times. But last time I went there, I mean, you're like a hero there.
I mean, listen, buddy.
Holy fuck, you know Carlos?
Wait,
Everyone
happened?
at the Miami Improv, people on the street.
On the street?
Well, I think there were also people at the Miami Improv that happened to be on the street when I talked to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Wait, who did you go? Was Tim, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was recently.
Pretty recently, yeah.
Because when I didn't meet you at the Miami Improv. I met you at the Dania Improv, right? Yeah. With what's his name? With Brandon.
Oh yeah.
And Dan. It was Brandon, Dan, and you were like opening for them.
I forgot about that show.
That was when we first met ever.
And Nima Nas,
Nima Nas
whatever his
pulled up.
name is.
Yeah. He
I
pulled
know.
up.
I met him that one time.
Oh, he's
Nima.
great. Did you follow him?
I followed him. Yeah.
He's killing it. He's like doing like fucking theaters and shit in Canada.
Oh, that's great.
Crushing it. Yeah.
And his name is Nima.
Yeah, he's like whatever, Persian?
I don't know.
I don't know. But Nima, great guy. He was fucking
Shout out Nima.
great haircut, by the way. He has a really good haircut.
By the way.
Just letting people know. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, I forget that is where we met.
Yeah, dude. That was a
Maybe.
fun show. Was that Brandon's show?
Yeah.
It was Brandon. But Dan, I don't know. It was just the three of you
Well,
guys.
Brandon does this thing where he's from
Fort Lauderdale, right?
and he'll
Which
just
is where Dania
go-
Beach Improv is.
He has Brandon. He will be on the next episode of this podcast, so you guys can get to know.
Will he
Brandon.
really?
Well, I'm just gonna make sure he does because he has to be on because he's like one of those guys that has so many friends
Oh yeah.
and does so much stuff with each of them. And
Oh,
has
yeah.
unlimited. He has unlimited energy.
It's incredible. I thought I
that-
had it, and then Brandon.
No, Brandon dusts
surpasses
people.
it,
He's like, you have a lot of energy, but Brandon is just like always
Oh yeah.
like going. And he'll just go back to the Dania Beach Improv and he'll sell it out with just people
That
like
he
his
knows.
friends.
I
And
know.
everyone loves him.
It's
So-
because he went to FSU, I think, Florida State, which is not even
Yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale, but a lot of people from Fort Lauderdale do go to FSU. I think more so than people in Miami. Like people in Miami usually go to like UM or like FIU, whatever. But
Yeah.
a lot of people that are coming from South Florida normally go to FSU, and I would argue that it's a little bit of that because I know he was like FSU's a big party school. When you're in college there, like you're meeting everybody.
Yeah.
And then you're becoming friends, and then like that becomes a whole thing. And he probably went to school in Fort Lauderdale too, like high school.
Yeah.
So then that also helps.
So that
in
means
that
he's
aspect.
a vibe and a half.
Yeah, he's a vibe. Correct. Good use. Good use of the word.
Thank you.
He's definitely a vibe and a half. Dude, I use that often. I used to use that phrase, vibe and a half,
Vibe and a half.
like dangerous.
What were you like in like middle school?
Fat. I was like a fat nerd, but like
With
I was
no beard.
No beard.
Whoa.
Dude, I grew this beard in the pandemic. Never knew I could grow a beard. Saved
Pandemic.
my pandemic. Yeah, saved my life. Like now I don't have a double chin even though I do. But like it's just like it helps to cover
Looks
it.
good with a beard.
Thank you.
Yeah. But
no,
I'm sure
it-
without a beard, you'd
yeah,
still
not great. But in it looked like you. In middle
Yeah.
school.
my chubby.
Yeah, exactly. In middle school, all right, you didn't need to say that. In middle school,
I didn't say you were chubby.
in middle school, you know what's funny about like middle school for me? I had just moved from Mexico in middle of 5th grade, so I finished 5th grade at here, and then I just went straight into middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th, and I went to a school in Hialeah. Hialeah is like, if you think Miami is Miami, Hialeah is the most Miami of Miami in the sense that it's
Okay.
like no one speaks English. It's just like where like refs move after they move from
Right.
Cuba. So it's a very like, you know, like everybody just moved there.
Wait,
type of vibe.
refugees?
Yeah, well, we call them refs. Like,
Right. I call something else refs.
yeah, like a
People that
referee in a
officiate
football.
soccer.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly. Well, that.
Oh,
Oh no!
Damn, I spilled
that
coffee on
fucking
my pants.
espresso, dude.
talking about fucking refs.
Damn, dude. Now that made me kind of want some espresso, actually.
Really?
Okay.
The fact that I spilled it on my socks and leg.
Just like,
Oh, can I lick
God
it?
damn. Dude, so I went to middle school in like the first year that I went to middle school, 6th grade, I went to a school called Jose Marti, which was very like ghetto, very like everybody spoke Spanish, which I obviously spoke Spanish, but I knew a little bit of English. I was in ESOL class, which was like everybody was fucking also, but everybody was
Really?
in ESOL. That's the thing about where I went to, dude.
Did you have to wear uniforms?
Yeah, we wore uniforms. It was like
That
a
means
khakis.
that means it's either the richest or the most ghetto.
True. So it was
Yeah.
the public school. It was like khakis, blue shirt, ghetto as hell. And I remember everybody's like sexual energy just went up, and mine was just not there yet at all. And I remember being like, "Damn, this motherfucker!" Like they're fucking like dudes. 12-year-olds would be like, "Dude, I got my dick sucked in the black." I'm like, "What?" I was
crazy.
like, "Yo, guys, wait!" Like, it's
Dude,
gonna
I
be
remember
fun.
the
Like,
first time a kid said he got his dick sucked. It was this kid Jake and this girl Jade. It was in 8th grade,
oh my god!
and
you know what I mean?
she sucked his dick in like the family restroom at the mall,
Dude.
and it spread around so fast. And then I felt so bad for her because everyone was like, "She's a
a
whore."
whore.
It's like Yeah, well, he got the thing. Like he's a
Yeah,
whore,
of
but
course.
it's such a different
Were
thing.
they together? Were they like boyfriend girlfriend? It was just like that time.
No,
type
I think
thing?
they. I mean, they were just like
Imagine how much game you gotta have at
As an eighth grade.
13, 14 years old, which was when you're in 8th grade. The game you gotta have to like pull that off to be like, let's go next to the Vans. There's a bathroom, and we're gonna go to the bathroom, and you're gonna come with me, and you're gonna suck my dick in the. That's
And there's
nuts.
going to be people waiting in line to change their child's
100%,
diaper.
and you both come out of there just looking fly and like Abercrombie and Fitch,
Yeah.
just like chilling. That's insane.
Yeah, and then go to like Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, to get a pretzel. That's crazy to me, dude. I remember being like, this is too much. Like I was like, these guys are gonna fail at life. Like if you're fucking, listen to me. If you're fucking before 15, 16, you are a loser now, I think, genuinely.
If you're fucking before like 11th grade.
Yeah, you're just putting the age up. You're like, if you're fucking until when I first.
No, I think like
11th grade is fine.
Like maybe 10th grade is fine too, but freshman year, even that is
Freshman year,
crazy.
you should not have fucked yet. I don't think.
That's nuts.
And if you have, like, genuinely people
And if you
that
have, you can come talk to me.
yeah, come talk to us. We'll have some fun. Join the podcast. No, we'll give you a job because for sure you don't have one. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. There's
no, dude,
McDonald's is everywhere.
I just don't think if you had sex by the age of 15, you're gonna look rough now. I feel like it ages you immediately. Like you're not.
If you're fucking at like 12 years old, at 13 you're like, I might as well smoke cigarettes.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna get into coke by like 16. You're gonna fucking be at the clubs when you're 18. You're gonna be 22 and you're like, my knees hurt. Like
Yeah.
you don't want that. I don't think this is just two guys that had sex too
Yeah,
late.
two
in
guys
life.
that didn't get laid
Two
until
guys- two
senior year of
virgins
high
still
school.
talking.
Yeah.
Dude. Did you get laid in high school?
Yeah.
Don't tell Alo.
Sorry, Alo.
How old were you?
I guess like
What grade?
senior year.
Senior year? Yeah,
Yeah.
same. That was same. Same. No, senior year was the first. I had my dick sucked for the first time was senior year.
Wow.
Yeah. Just because it was like, I don't know, dude. I was just like too much of a friendly guy in high school.
Wait, how'd that go down? Were you just like,
You know where it
Tell
was,
me what
dude?
happened.
The girl that I was, my first girlfriend, who I don't even consider her as like one of my girlfriends because it was just like a 4-month relationship and it was senior year.
Yeah.
Like I literally got her like a ring pop type thing. Like I was like, that's the vibe. And which is something a 13-year-old should do, by the way, not a
Yeah.
17-year-old. And she used to work like in like the administrative like office after school, in school. So the first time I got my dick sucked was in school in that little office, which is a crazy concept. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know. It was after school though. It wasn't in during school. So it was like there was a level of like, this is pretty dope. Like, and then I walk by that room every time like, that's my cum.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, nuts. That was a.
When did you realize it was gonna happen? Did she say outright
You
that
know
she
what?
wanted to do you in the administrative room, or was it just like
It
one
was-
thing led to another,
well,
and you're
she
like,
would-
no way?
She'd work there, right? So then I would go there after school just to like hang out with her for like a minute, for like an hour or two. And then, when you're like fucking horny and you're 16,
Yeah.
17, you're just like kissing, making out on the fucking thing. And then one thing leads to the other. And then that's what happened.
Whoa! Was that the best day of your life?
Definitely not the best day of my life, but for a few years it was, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. No, because
He's super honest.
no, yeah, man.
There were 4 years where I couldn't stop thinking about it. Yeah.
Till the next time it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I was in jail.
There were some sleepless nights.
No, dude, it was cool. It was a cool thing that happened.
That's so funny that you're so earnest right now about it. It's not like
you know why? Because it was a cool thing, and I remember being like, "Oh, this is dope," but I just know that I was like, it could have been better. You know what I mean?
losing
Not
it.
what she did, but like in general, like I was like, I'm like, oh, because you're building it up so heavy in your head, you know?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Dude, my fucking, and then it happens, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like I was cool with it. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like I was excited, and I was telling my people, but I was still like, and when you really do the thing, you know, you have. I don't know how we started.
You're like acting like getting your dick sucked to you is like seeing like a movie trailer in the theater of a movie you like. That looks good.
That's pretty good. We should watch that.
Yeah.
Well, that is kind of what getting your dick sucked is. You're a trailer to what like a version of sex, you know? In a sense.
Interesting.
Think about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's an action within it, right?
Yeah, so you're saying and then sex is like the movie.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah. You know, getting a blowjob is just, it's a trailer. It's nice. It's good. You might or might not, you know, finish, but, you know?
Interesting.
You're just being awkward because the person you have sex with is next door.
I'm not being awkward. Do you think I'm being awkward right now?
No.
No, I mean fully transparent. I feel like
I'm being earnest. No, this isn't. No jokes. No nothing. Let's just talk about the male pattern of like sex and how it.
Did you go to college?
I did.
What you major in?
Great transition, John. I majored in it was called Management Information Systems, which is like in the business school of FIU under a branch that was an engineering branch of the business school. I basically graduated in like IT, but for business, and there was an engineering like leg in it that I did. It was like a minor in cybersecurity engineering.
Yeah, you're right. That is pretty boring. Have you ever been fisted?
Yes, it was in middle school.
The deepest voice. When I was 14.
They didn't know if we were going to talk about this, but it was in the janitor's closet of my middle school.
It was a broomstick.
Oh my god, horrible. Nah, dude.
Oh god.
Ugh. Do you remember in middle school doing anything that you're like, because when you're in middle school, I feel like that you genuinely are probably the most vulnerable you are as like a human, in the sense that like you just don't know anything but think you know everything. I guess, like I guess or at least in eighth, ninth.
I like in high school I was more like that. In middle, because I moved a lot growing up, so I moved to North Dakota for high school, and then I stayed there. But I'm from Minnesota. I moved like 3 times in Minnesota, so every time I was at a new school, it was like trying to figure out how to be friends. Not figure out. I was good at making friends.
Yeah.
But it was about like finding the friends I wanted to make, and then I'd lose them. Like I'd spend all that work.
Really? Because you'd move.
Because we'd move, so I was like, I'd make all these friends, and then we'd move, and I'd be like, God, I worked so goddamn hard to get these. And you can't keep them. Like, you can still message them, but it's like,
nah, it's not the
when
same.
you're moving 2 hours away and you're in middle school and you don't have a car and you don't even have a phone.
You're done. Yeah, that
I got a phone
over.
in 7th grade, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, so it's like, I just had to like make new friends every time, which blew.
Damn, that sucks.
But I think it's
That's
good.
how I felt moving here. That's the one time, the few times I felt that was moving here, and when I moved from Mexico to Miami almost 20 years ago. Yeah.
I do think it's good though to move.
100%.
Like to lose people.
Yes.
Because then it kind of teaches
Let's talk about how losing people is a positive. By the way. It is though.
I just mean like
you're shedding the contacts. You're shedding. It's like letting go of what might.
Every time I've erased messages from my phone, at no point after have I been like, God, I wish I saw those messages. No. But before that, I'm like, I don't want to delete all these messages and free up space. But afterwards, I'm not even thinking about it.
No, you're just like, I don't even talk to this person.
Yeah.
We have each other on Instagram.
Exactly.
Whatever.
But that's like with real people.
Yes.
And I think it's good to do that because it teaches you just like how to not like be attached to people forever that
don't
don't really care. Like it's like not like family or like your girlfriend or like people like that, but like people come and go.
Alice with a knife.
Alice is gonna stab me. Yeah. No, she'll stab me for other reasons.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen it. Nah, but you do have to losing people. I think it's just you're making room for more people. Like it's just.
Yeah, I guess the people are still there, but you never see them, and then you can message on Facebook.
Well, I feel like
later
if you're friends with someone for long enough, what was that thing they say? Like if you're friends with someone for more than 7 years, you're gonna be friends with them for a lifetime type thing. That's something I made up, but
that's a joke.
Correct. No, but supposedly that is true. Like statistically, if you're like I'm friends with people that I've been friends with since I was in middle school. And I know that like whenever I see those people, it's like all love and everything's gonna be fine, even though I don't really haven't talked to them in years. But because of the relationship was so strong during the formative years of your life,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, there's just a deeper connection there than you would probably have.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Or like someone that like I like started doing stand up with or improv with when I used to do improv. Like there's a connection there of like, you know, because you are starting something, you're figuring shit out together, I guess.
Yeah.
And
When
then-
both of you are new at something.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with like high school. Like you're like figuring out life, or like college, you're figuring out college. Like so, those people that are like in those formative years of whatever that thing you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
If you were close with them at that point, I think there's a chance that you might still be friends with them if you guys keep up. I don't know.
Yeah. Even if you're not friends with people in your formative years, if you see people from your formative years that you weren't friends with, you'll still be very nice to them because it's like a memory of being
dude,
younger.
I love that.
You know?
Whenever I see a dude like come from like high school to one of my shows, I haven't seen them. You know, he's like fat, bald now with a fucking daughter and a wife. I'm like, oh, dude, fucking look at you, man. You were the guy fucking at 14. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying? No, kidding, no kidding, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, man, dude, fucking nice seeing you. Like, it's just like, we're all still alive. You know? There's something to
Look
that.
at us go.
Look at us just live.
Yes, you're a father.
But look at you. Look at us.
Yes, you shouldn't be a father, but you are a father.
Exactly.
You're balding.
Yeah.
You're on drugs, probably.
Yeah.
You sell coke
Your
outside
car's
of the
getting
Miami
towed.
Improv. you go clubbing just to sell coke.
Just to feel
Someone
something.
died from the coke you sold them because it was laced with fentanyl.
You were almost in a
but
trial.
aren't we both still alive?
Isn't it nice? Do you remember Miss Rodriguez?
Yeah,
Like, yeah. What an ass.
Aren't we the same person?
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. That is, yeah. And then you got to be like,
Do you know anyone who went to prison?
oh.
Yes.
I think I do. I don't think I was like friends with anybody that went to prison. I definitely know people that went to prison from like my high school, but no one for anything like too crazy. What about you?
Well, I know guys who should be in prison.
Oh, well, yeah, we.
I mean, I know my friend.
I know my friend.
Well, do you know?
I don't know if I do.
You don't know
He's a
him?
comic?
He was a comic.
He was a comic.
Well, here's
Oh, I know of this.
he
Okay,
allegedly
I know
shot
of
a guy
this-
in the stomach and the forearm.
I know of the situation.
Yeah. And
Are you allowed to talk about this?
I mean, it's been like you said no, Aloe.
Huh?
I'll just bleep the name.
Wait,
Why are you
what?
laughing?
We can't hear you.
Aloe, come out here. Why? Come talk on the pod for like 2 minutes.
She doesn't want to. Wait, what happened? You said no? Like to not talk about it?
They pinned something on me. I
Okay,
was
what
nowhere near-
actually happened? You can bleep his name.
All right, so my friend was like was like drunk on the train, and then he was with his girlfriend, and then a guy was like saying something, and she was like, "Babe, that guy's looking at me funny," and then he was like started to and then he shot him in the and the New York Post said he shot a strap hanger in the stomach and forearm.
What's a strap hanger?
I guess someone who's just on a train holding like it's like from the 40s.
Who the
They don't
fuck-
even have straps anymore.
strap hanger is what
Yeah.
they called
Doesn't it feel racist?
it. Wow, dude. Wait,
Yeah.
so this guy, his name is bleeped, shot this person?
Allegedly.
Okay, but they shot him. The guy that was looking was the guy that shot him, or the guy with the girlfriend was the one that got shot? Who got shot? The guy with the girlfriend?
No, the guy who was looking. My friend didn't get shot. He was the one that shot.
But he was the one with the girlfriend?
Yes. And his girlfriend was like, "That guy's looking at me funny."
Damn, bro. She was definitely like...
And what sucks
She's
is he.
definitely Latino, right? Because there's no way.
Yeah.
1,000%, bro. That guy's being weird. I mean,
The woman
love you
who wanted
guys.
her boyfriend to confront a guy looking at her on the train.
1,000%.
Yeah. She was from Latin America.
What is it about that, bro? Like a white girl wouldn't really do that. Would they? I don't think so.
I don't know what a white. What's the white version of that? A white girl would like.
Being like, hey, there's Complain to who? Oh, she'll look for the train's manager.
Yeah, no, she would confront him. That's what would happen. A white girl would confront him.
Excuse me. Why do you? Excuse me.
What's your fucking problem, you fucking perv?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. As opposed to, yeah. Atlanta girl be like, are you gonna do something about it? Because
Baby, what
he's
the fuck are you
he's
gonna
gonna rape me if you don't let him. Okay. No, let him rape me. Don't let him rape. Oh,
No,
you
yeah,
don't
go
love.
ahead.
Oh, you don't love me.
You like
you
that?
don't love me.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Okay, cool. Why you have a gun? For what? Like that's crazy. Dude.
And then he shoots
And
him.
then you're like,
and then he
oh,
shoots him, and she goes, "Oh my
oh
god, why the
you're
fuck would you?
crazy. You're being so crazy.
Why would you shoot him? He was just
My
looking
God.
at me,
Oh my god, poor guy. She goes to help him.
Yeah. baby. What the fuck?
Oh
he was
my
just
God,
looking at
bro.
me.
Damn, that is crazy. That was literally a Latina's fault. Like the fact that he did
Yeah.
that. If she
A Latina
wouldn't have said
ruined my
anything,
friend's fucking
good
life.
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, we've all been there, buddy.
Yeah.
But Alo's, she's different. She's cool.
No, I was definitely just as crazy. If not,
Would you do that? Like, would you be like, if a guy's looking and you know John has a gun and he
Wait, take
has
the mic.
anger problems?
That's wild.
Whoa, buddy.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Is that where you're connecting these, dude? That's why you can't hear anything.
What were you saying, Al?
Wow.
What?
God.
Now that you have a mic,
If you were in that situation, a dude was looking at you in the train, like he's like literally make it even creepier. Like the dude's like licking, like making it super obvious that he's being creepy. And
Well-
John's next to you on the train. What do you do? What's your action?
Well, we
there?
recently went out in Minneapolis and we were at a gay bar, and apparently this gay bar was infiltrated by all the straights. So there's just a bunch of creepy men who can't get bitches anywhere else.
That is something on its own.
yeah.
to fucking go
Yeah,
to
I
a
know.
gay
They're
bar.
all short guys. They're all like short.
So-
That's who
Yeah.
goes to gay bars. The short guys. They're
Short
like,
dudes.
they'll fuck anything here. Yeah. Literally.
That's
So-
nuts, bro.
So literally what happened was John was ahead of me. Like he was holding my hand, but like we were in like a single file. So in between our outstretched hands, this like short guy is wearing heels, so he was even shorter, like credit card swipes me. And I was so taken aback that the only thing I could say was just start talking really loud about it and hope that he would hear. And
Yes.
we just kept walking though.
No, because that is also a thing you would do.
No,
Yeah.
It's
well,
just
it's like, I'm not
it's
gonna
I
instigate.
just the guy's. I don't know. This guy's crazy next to me, so I
No,
don't know.
because it's
No, right. Go ahead. Put your whole hand in my coochie.
Yeah. Just so you feel so comfortable.
Yeah.
That's a good
literally
one.
what I did. Like, and I think
What did he do? He
literally just like in the gap that me and John had with our hands out.
Yeah.
He took that opportunity to like kind of do one of those, oh, excuse me, but his hands were like fully parallel to his body. And did like, oh, excuse me, and then credit card swiped me, and I'm like, no way, that just fucking happened. And then it was one of those things where
and you
like,
didn't even go to John. You just like made it. You just said
so
set
the
the
thing
thing
is,
out
we were
loud.
walking, we
You
were
told me
en route.
slightly after, but I was like, yeah, what am I gonna do?
Well,
Fight him?
because
I'm
the thing
sorry.
was, I'm like, did that just happen?
It is also is your reaction to
Yeah,
it. Whether
I-
she tells you, yo, that guy's being creepy, you're gonna be like, okay.
I'm white. We use our words.
Yeah.
So, no, I think it was just kind of like when it first happened, and it took me a second to realize that he actually credit card something. We were already like too far, but you just hear me
Yeah.
like get progressively louder
That's
as I'm
actually so
analyzing the
funny
situation.
To just talk loudly about what just happened.
Because I'm like, oh, that was really, that guy just bumped into me with his hand on my coochie. This motherfucker really just credit card swiped me en route to the fucking bathroom with my whole man on my other side of my hand. Did that really just happen?
Hilarious. And you're
And then
talking to, by
louder.
the way, no one. You're just saying that out loud.
I know.
No, like just
I'm
to
like-
the hand, to the item.
You're
And then
saying it to the ether. Yeah.
I did the same thing when we saw the fight. Minneapolis was a movie. When we,
Oh yeah, we saw a huge fight.
yeah, there was like a huge
crazy
fight.
I didn't know Minneapolis got down like that.
Apparently
Minneapolis-
at 2 a.m.
It gets any place
huge
that
fight at 2
has
a.m.
alcohol gets down like
well, yeah,
that.
true.
Yeah, but like still, but
And it was a Timberwolves playoff game, and we won. It was like
Oh,
a very,
I see. Okay.
like downtown
yeah. So
Minneapolis.
why are people mad if they won?
Yeah.
Because they want to fight.
So it was this big group of people like practically jumping this guy. He's practically on the floor. The group of girls that he was with was like, all right, that's it. Like, get off him. Like he's on the ground.
Yeah, dude, the guy was
unconscious.
fully unconscious, and this guy was punching him,
Kept
and
on
that
punching him.
people kept pushing him away. He'd get past him, punch the guy on the
So-
ground again.
Yeah.
Which at that point, it's like you're not even.
Wait, like other dudes were going to punch this guy, or it's the
Yeah,
same
they were
No,
guy?
like
it was
jumping
this.
him,
It
he
was
was
the, it was the
practically
same
dead.
guy. It was the same guy.
It was?
There was one guy on the ground. The same guy kept punching him while he was on the ground. People would push him back. He would go, keep hitting him. He's fully unconscious. Like, what are you trying to do other than kill him at this
Yo,
point? Because
that's
he's
nuts.
fully unconscious. You don't need to prove anything to him because he doesn't even realize what's going on because he's
Right.
dead.
Yeah.
And he just kept going. And then these girls like pushed him back, and then he was like threatening to fight one of the girls.
Yeah, no, but bro, he
Yeah, he-
actually hit her. So like as this is all happening,
Oh my God.
they're like, yo,
kidding.
they're like, get off him, We're gonna call the cops.
Cut
Like
that.
that's it. And they separate. This one guy comes back, and I guess he hears that she's gonna call the cops, and that did something to him. He was like, "No, what the fuck you talking about? I'm about to air this bitch out." She goes, "I'm calling the cop." Boom, decks her. First of all,
What?
small ass motherfucker went to get the biggest bitch out of the group. That doesn't make anything better. And then he just swung on her. So when I saw that, I did the same thing I did at the club, and I started
Talking out loud.
really loudly.
He
and
really just
stated-
gonna hit her like that.
Yeah.
literally- And at this point, I'm very drunk. So I'm like, wow, motherfuckers really out here just hitting bitches left and right for no fucking reason. You short as shit, just hitting bitches. That's why y'all fucking roll here. Talk about air this bitch out. First thing you do is punch the biggest bitch you see.
Wow.
So that's what we do.
And what happened?
As I'm walking down the block, and I'm like,
And then he's like a lion that's eating its prey, looking over at me. I'm like, she's actually fine with you hitting women. I'm actually totally cool with it too. She was actually talking all that nonsense.
I don't know why I do that. Part of me wants something to happen so I can state
Yeah,
my
I
opinion
know a lot of
and
people
right
that
the
do
wrong.
that. I sometimes do that.
No,
like,
it's just kind of like I want everyone to see how insane this thing that I'm seeing is, and people to agree
yes,
with me.
bro. I love the idea of just like when someone does some shit
The
that's
voice
like,
of reason.
yeah, but like saying it out loud or making it known. And sometimes people get mad at me. They're like, dude, stop. But like, I feel like it like makes that person that just did the
1000%.
thing.
It's
You're
like an
checking them a little bit without fucking like decking them or fucking
Exactly.
punching them.
Yeah.
And even like little things when like people take up too much space on the subway or like put their feet on
Yes.
furniture. It's like, oh, so we just be doing anything now. Like we just be putting our feet on sofas now.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just saying that like not to them. That's
No,
so
yeah, day
petty.
out to the open. Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost telling Jesus like, yo, check this motherfucker out.
Honestly, yeah, that's
You're like-
exactly what it feels like.
It's like you're like letting, yo, not this one, you know?
Yeah. I
Like,
feel
don't
like
let this one in, bro.
Thinking about it now, I definitely do that a lot.
That is funny to talk to guys. Yo, God, look at what you hath made.
Yeah. Look what.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
God,
yeah.
this you right here?
Yeah.
You did this?
Yeah.
Because
You fucking up, bro.
God, you like someone with no ass. God, you forgot to make a butt.
Roasting someone through
Yeah.
God is hilarious.
I'm going to pray for you.
Damn, you really made this haircut like that?
yo,
Like-
God, you forgot his top lip, God.
That's crazy,
God, how you forgot his top lip, but you remembered centipedes.
Damn, you really didn't set the deodorant, did you? That's crazy. Like, that's insane.
Wow, God. You really told him not to put on deodorant before he left the house. How could you let him
That's
forget that?
insane, bro. God bless.
Dude, I'm totally going to start
That's
talking
very
to
funny.
God when I want to roast someone, but I don't want to say
If
anything.
you
to
ever
him.
do roast battle, that is how you must do it. Damn,
Bro. And then
God.
it's like actually religious and good if you do that because it sounds like you're actually caring about them.
Yeah, in a sense,
It sounds
yeah.
like you're like praying for them.
Yeah.
Dear God, please make another ass for this fool. Well, I guess if you say
You're
fool,
obsessed
it's
with people
not
with bad asses, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad.
The technology's there. Yeah.
Dude, my
Oh,
dad
man.
has no ass. He's always had no ass.
That's-
My dad
No.
has
That's
like a
have to have no
concave-
ass though.
You know,
If
that-
you're a
that one else
dad,
is weird.
you have to have no ass.
Did your dad ever like would he just like shower and like totally be naked around you growing up?
Like, have I seen my dad's dick? Is what you're asking me?
Everything.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was just back home for my sister's wedding and I saw my dad's ass and I was like, still now? You
Yeah.
know? You still have it out now.
Yeah. I don't think my
He's
dad.
like, I knocked on the door because I was like, where are the towels? Because we just moved. I was like, where are the towels? He has,
Fully
like,
naked.
He's shaving fully naked. I'm like,
yeah. No. That's no.
and my dad has no ass. No ass. None. Negative ass. It goes in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's all right, man. It's It's like you don't have. It gets better.
It's all right, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure. You didn't have a dad in your childhood. Yeah, well, my dad had no ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you didn't have a full dad. I had a dad with no ass.
Imagine.
Yeah. Alo's dad was never around. At least your dad had an ass somewhere else.
Yeah. At least your dad's. But was his ass round?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway, we've done like an hour. Do you want to plug anything, or do you want to keep going, or do you want to? I mean, we've done an hour. Alo, what do you want to plug?
Oh my God, we have.
Yeah. Alo, plug something. Wasn't it fun though?
Was it fun? Yeah, it was super fun. Wasn't it fun though?
I knew it was gonna be fun. Alo, what do you want to plug?
Plugging whatever you plug because your money is my money.
Hey yo, come on, baby.
The sunglasses. Where did the sunglasses come from?
So Latino. God, will you bring this man more shows so he can fucking?
God, I really
so
hope
we
you
can-
fucking pay him. Yeah.
This broke ass motherfucker.
Oh yeah, join the Patreon.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
what,
join the- join-
what do you
join John's
want to plug?
Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok at CHRLOS Carlos, and
You have stickors.
I have
You
stickers.
can't give it to people who listen to You can
Go
buy
to my
his
website
stickers.
for my dates. I have a show. I have shows in Miami. I have a show at the Improv on May 10th, headlining that. And that's the next big show. The rest is shows here in New York, all over. Just yeah, thank you for having me, buddy.
Let's go watch this dumb movie.